Hey D-Rose gang, it's me Nancy and I'm so very excited about today's video. I must admit I am a bit nervous, but more so excited. I'll explain to you why in a minute. Let's just roll straight into this video. Like I said, I am a little bit nervous about recording this video. I started recording last week, scrapped the whole entire thing because I was so nervous. This is my story, my journey, and I would love to share it with y'all. But there are certain things that I did along my journey that I'm not very proud of, that if I could go back and do it again, I probably wouldn't had done it because I took a risk. Thankfully, it worked out in my favor. I don't advise anybody to take that kind of risk. I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion qualified nor certified to give anybody any medical advice. I'm just telling you my story. Therefore, this has turned into a story time. It all started in 2016, 2017 when I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes. But I wasn't surprised. And it wasn't because of my weight, what I was eating, the lifestyle I was living. I wasn't surprised because honestly, it ran in the family. It was destined to happen anyway. Both of my parents have high blood pressure. My mom's side has the diabetes. My dad's side has the cholesterol. So I felt it was inevitable. So I asked the doctor for my prescription, went home and started taking my pills. Fast forward, I found out that I had a pseudotumor, cerebral hypertension. I didn't know what it was. I was just like, why? I felt like I was so young. I was so very young, and I'm just riddled with all of these illnesses. It made no sense to me. I sat in front of bottles upon bottles upon bottles of medications, of pills that I needed to take a day. I felt disappointed in myself, in my body. Why? The answer to that was me getting off of all medications. I don't know, but I did. I just stopped taking everything. I stopped taking their prednisones. I stopped taking the amlodipine, which is the blood pressure. I stopped taking the water pill, the metformin, which is the diabetes medication, the pravastatin, which is the high cholesterol medication. Like, I just stopped taking. It was like, enough! And I just stopped taking it, everything. Now, let's fast forward. I found out that I had sarcoid. I need to stop going to the doctor. I found out that I had sarcoid, and I was just like, oh, back at it again. I went to the doctor, my rheumatologist, and as they were taking my blood pressure, my dad's face, it was just scary. It was really scary. And when I looked to see what my blood pressure, I really don't remember what it was, and I wish I could recall, but I felt it was close to the 200s. And if you know anything about blood pressure, you know, or don't know anything, let me put you on the safe space is 120/80. That's what they consider normal. So for mine to be touching 200, and my dad having knowledge of blood pressure, he was frantic. So what he decided to do was call my mother, who was at work, and make her all excited. And I just felt like crap. I had the nurses, I had the doctors, I had my parents kind of going crazy. And I just felt like crap, because sometimes you really don't know how your health and your situation impacts those around you, the friends, the family. So I just felt like crap. I went home, I searched for all my bottles of pills, and I started taking my medication like a good little girl. Until I started this journey in January of 2019. I'm smiling, but it was so wrong of me. I started my journey and I knew which direction I wanted to go. I know I needed to lose weight, but I also wanted to become healthier. I needed not to need the medication anymore. Like, this is why my mom was nervous about me recording this video, because she know, okay? It's a business. It's a business. You take the pills, they cause side effects, and they give you another pill to deal with those side effects. And when you come in for the refills, they make money as well. Like, I didn't want to be a part of that cycle anymore. I didn't want to be a part of that. So I stopped taking my medication. I do not advise that. I do not advise that. That was so very dangerous, especially with uncontrolled numbers. My blood sugar, it was too high. It was too high. And my blood pressure was too high. So me taking that chance, only thing that I could say is that I had all of the angels surrounding me at that point in my life, because I don't know how I made it with those kind of numbers. When I first started my journey, if I recall correctly, it was 174 over 113. Now, mind you, I said it had to be 120 over 80. So both numbers, top and bottom, were high. That's when I started my journey, January 2nd, 2019. I had to leave my fast food alone. I told y'all I had 2 plates of Chinese food. I was so serious about that. I will get one of these kids in here and let them testify to my statement. 2 plates of Chinese food, beef and broccoli, and chicken wings and fried rice. Now let's go back to the beef and broccoli. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. They had to put extra sauce all over the rice. Breakfast, McDonald's. Let me explain why. It's not that I wanted to wake up. Yes, it is. I did want to wake up and eat McDonald's every day. But I pick up my mother from work, and she worked at nights. So when I picked her up in the morning, it was a McDonald's right on the corner. Listen, I'm not making excuses. But in our defense, me and my mama. So in our defense, she was working all night long. I know that she don't want to. Somebody looking at me sideways. Like, you could have made your mama breakfast. I could have. Let's not talk about that. Let me finish with my my story. So I know the lady don't want to go home and sit in front of no stove and whoop up some bacon and eggs. McDonald's already had it ready for us. So we stopped by and got some Mickey D's. I was hungry too. I might as well eat. I'm there. You're not just going to eat in front of me, mama, right? So, I would get a little bacon, egg, and cheese. What was it? McGriddle. Bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle, and a coffee that had way too much sugar in it for me to be a diabetic. Made no sense. Shame on you, Nancy. And like I said, whatever fast food restaurant was in the area, that was lunch. I decided to leave all of that alone, incorporate my vegetables, and leave fried food alone. That's what I started with. I started with a plan. I knew what direction I wanted to go in, and that's what I did. Even though I was not taking my medication, I did monitor my blood pressure and my blood sugar. My blood sugar, I believe it was every week or every 2 weeks. I think I started off every week, and when I realized, hey, these numbers look normal, I spaced it out every 2 weeks. The blood pressure was every month. It was every month I monitored my blood pressure. Again, poor decisions. Very dangerous, but I'm telling you my story time. So little by little, the numbers started dropping and I got excited. There is nothing more fabulous than you start seeing the results of what you're working towards. I'm not gonna lie, when the first month I started the weight loss, I did a side-by-side, I didn't see no change. Everybody, oh my God, girl, you lost weight. No, stop lying. But my numbers, that's why I love non-scale victories. My blood pressure and my blood sugar numbers definitely started dropping, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing something right. I need to continue doing this. This feels good. When I look at my blood pressure numbers, and they look kind of normal. They dropped. They don't look all the way normal, but they got better. So that made me want to continue eating right, exercising, and I went to the doctor. I was avoiding him. Ah, my Lord, I was avoiding this doctor. I don't know if I wanted to wait until I reached my weight loss goal or for my numbers to improve even more. I don't know. I was supposed to see him in August. I finally went to go see him in October. But I did see him before the year was up. Needless to say, as soon as I walked into the office, the first thing you notice is that I slimmed down a lot. Congratulations from the nurses. What did you do? You look great. Thank you so very much. Now let me stand on the scale. I stood on the scale. It looks good. I think at that point I was 160. So that was great. Then she went and took the blood pressure. We're going to talk about these papers. She took the blood pressure and that was great. And then the doctor came in. I recorded the doctor. I don't know if that's legal, but I recorded the audio from our visit. And I'm going to play that at the end of this video. When I play it back and listen to it, tears do come to my eyes because I don't know how I made it here. But I know it's by the grace of God. Doctor came in. Wow, Nancy, what did you do? I'll let the audio play for itself. But in the end, he did congratulate me for losing the weight and doing what I needed to do to get my health in order. I am no longer a diabetic. I no longer have blood pressure, and right now I'm fighting back the tears because I am so very, very happy. I don't need to sit in front of the pills anymore. Let's start with, this is August 12th, 2018. He said, start back meds. I gotta show this to y'all because I need y'all to see it. Do y'all see where it says start back meds? I told him, I'm very honest, very, very honest. I said, I'm not taking the medication. I don't like it. I don't want it. You can't make me. So he said, start back meds. I was like, okay. So let's start off with the blood pressure. In August of 2018, it was 152 over 100 and the pulse was 102. That was August. In October of 2019, it was 128 over 80. Pulse, 80. So from 152 to 128. From 100 to 80. From pulse being 102 to pulse being 80. Awesome. Let's go to anything dealing with the blood sugar, the diabetes. So now for the diabetes. The glucose is supposed to be in the range between 65 and 99. At that time, mine was 150. 65 to 99. At that time, mine was 150. Now mine is 78. The A1C. It was 8.2. Now it's 4.7. I am so very, very excited. I am never throwing these papers away. What's written on it means so very much. Also, the audio that I'm going to play at the end of this video means so much with clean eating, healthy eating, nutritious food, and exercise. A heck of a lot of dancing. I lost the weight. I reversed the diabetes and the blood pressure, and I am no longer on any medication. So that's the story time.
Your sugar's doing so much better.
How much is it?
You're 76, your sugar, and your A1C was 4.7.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's normal.
Yeah. Oh my
Last time
gosh.
was
Yeah.
a year ago was 8.2.
Yeah, I remember.
That's good. So no diabetes.
Oh,
That's
I'm
good.
gonna cry.
A1C 4.7. Sugar was 76. That's good. You don't need medications. Your sugars are doing good. How much weight you lost?
120. I think
How
close
do
to.
you do that?
I changed my eating completely.
Oh, that's very good.
And started working out a lot.
Very, very good. That's excellent. You feel much. See, it's because of that you've lost your. You're not diabetic anymore. Your blood pressure is better. It's all bottom down to the weight.
Yeah.
You know. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
Hey D-Rose gang, I'm so happy you're still here because I forgot to talk to you about the cholesterol. The cholesterol, the total cholesterol should be under 200. Mine's was 256. It is now $195. That is awesome. The problem is that the HDL should be over 50. Mine's was 31. Now it's 44. It's going in the right direction. My mother was with me on the appointment, so she said, are you gonna put her back on medication? What is your plan? He said, you know what? Nancy is capable of doing this on her own. No prescription needed. We'll check back in with her later and test her numbers. So it's basically, he said that I am in capable hands. One more thing. They did an EKG. They did an EKG back in 2018. If I don't pronounce this right, my bad. Sinus tachycardia. What? Sinus tachycardia. There we go. Sinus tachycardia. And basically what that is my heart was racing. Even if I'm sitting, I'm laying, I'm chilling, my heart was racing like I was doing strenuous exercises. So they ran an EKG, and then they also gave me a referral to the cardiologist. Now it says sinus rhythm within normal limits. My ticker is beating as it should, and I got to stress this. I am not saying go ahead, be foolish like I was, and get off your medication. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying through healthy eating, through diet, through exercise, I was able to change my health, to change my life, to no longer need any medications. And I'm so happy about that, and I really want to share that message with all of you. So, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time for another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See you on the flip side. Peace.